Okay, folks, I had to come on here, okay, because my intuition kicked in when I read that about that meeting with Zelensky, okay, the UK and Donald Trump, right here Monday, and part of the agreement or proposal was that Donald Trump said that he would not provide troops on the ground to help Ukraine, but he would consider having troops in the air, okay, to help fight against Putin, Russia. I'm like, what? I'm like, does Putin know anything about this? What? Okay. So I'm like, oh, no, honey. I got to throw some cards. Okay. I got to throw some cards. I want to know. Okay, see, let me get it together. I want to know what's going on. I can't even light the, ooh, wait a minute. So, we got some questions. I got to cleanse my deck, smudge my deck on this one. Yes, okay, smudge the deck. Smudge my area. Yes. There we go, that's right. Them evil spirits, they don't like smoke. They don't want to smoke. Okay. So I want to know what's really going on. Okay. What is really going on with this situation where Trump says that he may assist them with air, what was it? Okay, hold on. Air support. Okay, I just want to. Okay, everything here is alleged for your entertainment purposes only. Okay, and these are going to be my interpretations of the cards. Okay, I could be right, I could be wrong. Okay, who knows? Because the energy changes, so it's hard to just be right. Okay, I may be right being wrong. Who knows? Okay, so anyway. He said that he would offer them some type of support. Okay. That's why Zelensky came out just grinning. Okay. Right. For now. I don't trust Trump as far as I can throw his big belly. Okay. So, what are we going to ask the cards? Okay. I'm ready to do this. Let's do this. What can you tell us? What do you want us to know about this agreement that Trump will support will give Ukraine air support against Russia? What do you want us to know? Okay. What is the energy behind, okay, this offer? And I do say he said he might. Okay, but the point is, you shouldn't even said that. Okay, ooh, wait. Okay, so what is it with this Trump supporting air defense for Ukraine? What do you want us to know? Woo. Okay, let me calm down because my hands is just shaking. I'm so excited to. What do you want us to know? Okay. Now, underneath it all, or the bottom card, whatever you want to call it. Ooh. Ha. Oh boy. Okay. So we have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is disappointment, but this is in reverse. Okay. So there's fear of moving on. Okay. Stagnation, monotony. Okay, so in other words, he's going to try to backpedal on this offer. Okay, that's pretty much what it's saying. So let's see. There we go. So he ain't stuck. He just indecisive. Okay, that could be stuck. Okay, but there's going to be delays and postponements, just like this says. Okay, so okay, let's keep going. Now, I can't make this up. Okay, there's betrayal, disappointment, backstabbing. Okay, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, coming through with the Knight of Wands. Coming through with the Knight of Wands. Okay, and the Page of Wands. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, okay. So there's going to be some swift news coming out. Okay. And what I'm kind of getting on here is that he's going to find out quickly. Okay. Zelensky is going to find out quickly that it was a betrayal, and this man his mouth, there he go, writing checks that his ass can't cash. Okay, there we go. The delusion of it all. Okay, smoke and mirrors, smoke and mirrors, smoke and mirrors. Okay, working hard at nothing. Working hard at nothing, basically. Okay, with the Eight of Pentacles. Somebody gonna have to get them a new job because this is not working out. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, is persistence, patience, persistence. Okay, he's a protective person. He's just watching, sitting on his horse, just watching. We have Judgment in reverse. So there's your corruption. There's your corruption. Okay? And the matter of fact, that's on the Knight. The Knight of Wands. There's your corruption. The Knight of Wands. Oh, yeah. Okay, there's the betrayal. There's the thief. Okay? He's hiding something. He's stealing. When you lie, you cheat. When you cheat, you steal. Okay? Yep. The trickery. And then there's the Hermit. Okay? He then went off by himself and he's looking into all this. Okay? He's looking into it. He's soul searching. And you know that's not Donald Trump, because Donald Trump don't search his soul. Okay? He could care less. That's Zelensky. He's going off, okay? Because they telling Zelensky probably that Donald Trump ain't gonna do nothing. Don't believe nothing he says. Take it with a grain of salt, okay? Because action speaks louder than words, and he's a talker. We got the King of Pentacles. That's the King of Money. The King of Money, okay? He's not a risk taker, okay? He's not a risk taker. He's not taking any risks. We have strength in reverse. That's weakness, okay? That's weakness. There we go with the Hangman, okay? Yeah. Feeling trapped, confined, self-limiting, okay? Another perspective. Or a lack of perspective. Oh my. We have the Queen of Pentacles. She got the Queen Money. Queen Money. We got the King and the Queen. So I think these females coming in, okay, uh, will be more about the European feminine support, okay? And we have the King of Wands, okay? So we're going to have some action going on. Okay, so we're going to have some action going on. And in the center of all this is judgment in reverse. In the center of all this is corruption. Underneath it all, okay, is the Eight of Cups, okay? There's a fear to move on. Now, I don't know who has the fear, Zelensky or Trump, but there's a fear of moving forward, okay? Or they're feeling stagnant. Feeling stagnant, okay? Let's do one more row. Oops. Let's do one more row. Okay, the devil. Always in the details. See, these people are evil. They got the devil and death all coming, always coming up in their cards. That lets you know, okay, and we have a conflict. There's going to be fighting, okay? And I believe the fighting is going to be Russia and Ukraine. Okay? Somebody's going to be walking away. And this is what Putin really needs, because they say Putin, that he's broke. They're saying don't let the smooth taste fool you. The man is broke. He ain't got no money. Well, obviously he doesn't have any money, okay? Because look at all the troops that he's trying, okay? Matter of fact, they done took the age limit off the soldiers. It don't matter what age you in, okay? If you come there wanting to fight, they gonna send you in. Okay, they got soldiers from Korea that's got worms and starving, okay, because they haven't eaten, okay. Now, leaders like those, I really can't stand leaders like those, because those are not leaders, okay. How are you going to be the fattest one in your country? Not on the block, but in the country. We have the star card, okay? So there's going to be some light cast on this. There's hope, inspiration, okay? But there's going to be some light. There's going to be a renewal, okay, that's going to come. And there's going to be justice. When it's all said and done, people, that's what I have. When it's all said and done, it'll be justice, okay? But right now, it's corrupt, they lying, they cheating, okay? They hiding their hands, they just saying anything to get you out their face and on back to your country. Devil's all here in the details, okay? And it's going to cause conflict. It's going to cause fighting, okay? So with all that said, how does Putin feel about this? How does Putin feel that Donald, they went over there, okay, and writing out checks to these folks, so to speak, okay, allegedly, that he knows Putin is not going to go for that. You know Putin ain't going to, he's not going to go for it. Oh my God. Anyway. Oh, I know he's hot. Ooh-wee. Okay, so what do you want us to know about Putin and his feelings on Donald providing air support to Ukraine? What do you want us to know about Donald supporting Ukraine? This is hotter than the tabloids, I'm telling you. What? I read read that, I said, wait a minute, what? Made my head almost spin around. That's why I got this crook in my neck, okay? Head almost spin around doing a 360, okay? What do you want us to know about this deal? This proposed deal that Donald Trump has made to support Ukraine airstrikes. No troops on the ground. Now, the Europeans said they will support troops on the ground. Okay, no problem. We'll put troops on the ground. Okay, Donald, you going to put them in the air? We'll put them on the ground. How does Putin feel about this? Let us know. And thank you for your answers, okay? They are greatly appreciated. I got to figure out what the title of this video is going to be. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so underneath it all, let's see. Woo. Betrayal. In reverse, okay? Oh, he going to be releasing some pain. He going to be releasing... Oh, he's hot, and he's going to let him have it. He's going to let him have it. Says forgiveness. How does, what's his name, Putin feel about this? Okay, we have the, what is this, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Well, he's been overspending because he's owing on that war. See, and that's what I was talking about, that he doesn't have the money. He does not have the money and the resources to keep fighting those people over there in Ukraine, okay? But the problem is, okay, is his ego. That's the problem. He doesn't want to give in or just leave. Just leave. Take your troops out and leave. Go on about your business. But that is a signal of defeat, okay? And he doesn't want defeat. In other words, I'm going to tell you like this, allegedly, but it's really not alleged, okay? Putin, Donald's mouth wrote a check. His ass can't cash. Putin, okay, then went in there on Ukraine and basically hurt his own feelings. That's all he did. He hurt his own feelings. He underestimated the Ukraine people, okay? He thought he was going to go in there and just scoop it up, okay? And unbeknownst to him, okay, you see what I'm saying? So, and this was something he did on his own. He hurt his own feelings, okay, people? That's how this goes. And that's what's going on with these two people here, these two so-called leaders. Donald Trump doesn't give a scooty pooty about America. Donald Trump is in the office, allegedly, okay, this is my opinion, to fulfill his promises that he made to Putin for keeping him out of prison, basically, because he was going to prison. Okay, when it was all said and done, he'd have been in prison now. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So that is basically what's going on. Putin then started a war he can't finish. Donald wrote a check he can't cash. So how is Putin feeling about this con from the Don? Because that's basically all Donald is doing. Every time he meets with Putin, it's a con. It's a con game. He's conning him. Okay, let's go with the next card. That's what it is, a big old con. Don the con. Okay, there we go with the money in reverse. Okay, so the gifts and the generosity are none. Broke. This is Putin. This is how he's feeling. He got pentacles. He's got two pentacles, okay, next to each other. I want you to see this. But they in reverse. Okay? No money. Okay, we have justice in reverse. Corruption. There it is. No money. Everything's corrupt. That's why they don't have no money. These people, they're so uh, blinded. They're so blinded by their own evil. Okay, that they can't see the forest for the trees. They can't see right from wrong. They can't see it. Okay, honestly, they cannot see it because they're so caught up. They're so caught up and they're just digging. They're digging their hole deeper and deeper and deeper. And they know they are. They know they're digging a hole, but they don't care. As long as they're not falling into it, I guess. Okay, you can't make this stuff up. Look at that. Money in reverse. And then you got corruption right next to it. Okay, look at that. The Ace of Wands, okay, in reverse. Missed opportunities. That's right. He missed the opportunity. He missed the opportunity. Why? Because he's being conned. He's being conned. And the sooner he realizes it, okay, well, the sooner he realizes it, the madder he'll get. The sooner he'll be madder because he's being conned. Let's just face it. Okay, there we are with the Empress. Lady Russia. Lady Russia, that's my Russia card. Okay, she's full of ideas, creativity. Okay, Mother Russia. Okay, there she goes. She all up in the mix. All up in the mix. And she's got the Wheel of Fortune. She's got karma. She's got karma. What goes around comes around. She's got karma. She's conning people and she's being conned. Okay? Defeat. Not the feat, but defeat. Okay? She's defeated. She needs to surrender, but she's defeated. And it's pretty much a done deal. So she goes to do all her missile strikes and all that kind of stuff, okay, until she can't no more. And we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, okay, emotional. Okay, I think she's going to come to a realization, okay, she can't trust him, which she never could anyway, okay, but it's emotional. It's emotional now. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now, wasn't that Queen money? Well, that's Queen broke. Queen broke. Okay, Queen broke. Okay, this is Queen. The Queen is broke. Mother Russia is emotional, upset, and she's broke. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles, and he's in reverse. Everybody broke. Everybody's broke. This is Russia now. This is Putin. Everybody broke. Now they can't sleep, anxiety, depression, you name it. It's going on. Okay? It's going on. He's stressed. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's terrorized. Okay? At night. He's got a burden on his shoulder. He's overwhelmed, okay? Things are not going his way. They don't have the money, okay? They don't have the money. He then took the money and then stole all the money from the country that he can't even defend the country because he done stole all the money. But that's what happens, okay? So he's going to need some temperance. He's going to need some patience here. Okay, he's going to need to calm down. Calm down, okay? Yep, King of Cups, he got those masculine emotions. Going to need to calm down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Okay, We got the moon in reverse. So not only do we have secrets, okay, he's going to be, ooh, he's going to be releasing fear, okay. He's going to be unveiling secrets, subsiding anxiety, regaining his composure. And he finna let it all hang out on Donnie Boy. Remember it used to be Danny Boy? Now it's Donnie Boy. Okay? You are gonna get your just desserts, boo-boo. It's coming. And then we have the Hangman in reverse. This is the Hangman in reverse. Now it's supposed to go this way, but it's this way. So he refuses to see another perspective. He is discontent. Okay. He's impulsive. Okay. And his patterns that he shows are going to be negative. Okay. He's detaching himself from the situation. And then we have the Four of Cups. But the Four of Cups is in reverse. Okay? The Four of Cups is in reverse. So he's going to seize the opportunity to let go. He is going to seize the opportunity to let these secrets out here under the moon in reverse. And the Hangman with the discontent. He's going to get the opportunity, and this is his best opportunity, okay, of letting go of regret into stagnation, and he is going to bust out. There it is. Who's got the victory? Okay. He's going to be victorious, okay, in bringing Donald Trump down. Okay. He's going to feel victorious. I don't know about be victorious, but he's going to feel victorious. Okay. So in other words, if this is true, and he's going to release the secrets, and he's going to expose the Don, okay, if he's going to feel victorious at doing so, then he's going to get the response, okay, and the expected response, put it to you like that. Yep, from the American people. Mm-hmm. He knows they're going to be upset. That's what he's expecting. He knows they're going ready to take Donald down, okay? And then there he goes, right there. He ain't finished. He's still got that staff and wand, okay, with the 9 of Wands, okay? He's battle weary. He's tired. They both tired. They old. They not just tired of fighting. They tired, just tired. Okay? When you get that age, okay, you don't have to do nothing. You're just tired. Okay? There we go with the 9 of Cups. Okay? So the wishes that you thought you were going to fulfill are in reverse, meaning no celebration, okay? Shattered dreams, nightmare, unhappiness, devastation. So sounds like you going down too. You and Donnie. You and the Don. Don. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles. See that teamwork? Okay, well, it's in reverse, okay? So, there is no teamwork. They refuse to work. Okay. They refuse to work. Russia. Okay. Russia refused to work. So I got another question. Because Trump made the mention of bringing Putin and Zelensky together. Okay? How's that going to work? Will excuse me, will Putin and Zelensky meet up together and work it out on this war in Ukraine? Okay. I'm going to tell you something. When this is all said and done, okay, Ukraine is going to build itself back up even better. Because Ukraine was nice. I seen it before they tore it up. It was nice. Ukraine was nice. I was like, oh, I might need to go there and visit, even though I don't go nowhere. But yeah, so they're going to be, and they're going to get help in doing so. So what do you want us to know about the meeting with Zelensky and Putin? What do you want us to know? Is there going to be a meeting? Will Trump get them together for some type of reconciliation? Will Trump get Putin and Zelensky together for a reconciliation on the Ukraine war? What do you want us to know about this? And thank you for your answers. Underneath it all, you see the big no on the, on the card? Okay, that's your answer. Okay, well, we still gonna pull the cards, but that's your answer. Let's see what the rest of the cards have to say. Okay. So we have the Knight of Wands, okay? So there's going to be some hasty news coming in, charging in, okay, with the news. I don't know if it's going to be good or if it's going to be bad, but it's coming in real quick, okay? And there's going to be a need to move on. There's going to be a need for traveling, okay? Not necessarily moving on, but somebody's going to be need to travel, okay? Now, could that be Putin traveling over the Alaskan Airways? He could travel by water too, but I don't know. He might get arrested. Okay. And the devil. The devil's in the details. So this is not looking good at all. Okay. They can't decide. Okay, there's going to be indecisions, a bunch of delays. King of Pentacles. Okay. I guess that's going to be Donald because he got the money, so supposedly. He ain't got no money either. But because the United States has money, he making it like he has money. Okay. Not to mention all the money he's stealing. Okay. And then we have the Chariot in reverse. Now, the Chariot in reverse to me, okay, when it's upright, for me, it's like it's coming in fast because I always see the chariots and the horses charging in, okay? Well, this gives me the opposite effect. It's not going to be charging in, okay? And the Chariot is charging because it has a clear path, okay? So this path is not going to be clear. So there will be no charging in, okay? As a matter of fact, yeah, there won't be that forcefulness, but it will be the lack of direction and the lack of self-control because you have no clear path, okay? We have the Queen of Pentacles. They go Queen money and King money. They all up in the mix, okay? Didn't we have that in the last draw? We had King money and Queen money. And then somebody's just going to have to stab it off, the peoples. Okay? We have the Seven of Wands. So somebody's going to be, that's Zelensky standing up for his beliefs. He ain't going to back down. Zelensky's not backing down. He got that he going to stab all y'all in the head if he can. Okay, but we have the fool in reverse. Now the fool in reverse is reckless. Okay, he's reckless. He's fearless. Okay, and hopefully in that fearlessness he doesn't stumble. Okay, because he's going to take a risk. He's taking risks. We have the lovers in reverse. So there's definitely a disagreement. There's definitely a disagreement. Okay, and to me, this is the disagreement with, well, this is the disagreement with all of them. Okay, because I would say Trump and Putin, okay, but they all gonna disagree. It's a disagreement. It's just a one big old ball, hairy balls of disagreement, okay, and betrayal, disappointment, backstabbing, treason. Ooh, did I say treason? Ooh. This is all alleged for your entertainment purposes only, and these are my interpretations. Mm-hmm. There we go with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, out of balance. There's no balance. There's no balance. And you know why? I'm going to tell you why there's no balance. Because one person wants something, but he's not going to give anything. Okay? What is Putin offering for Ukraine? I haven't heard anything. Have you? He just wants to take Ukraine. He's not offering anything. So where's the deal? How is there a deal? That's why they're having problems. Because he doesn't have anything to bring. He doesn't bring anything to the table. He doesn't have any money. What does he bring to the table? How y'all gonna make an agreement? Okay, there is no agreement. Okay, you don't have nothing. You're not bringing anything. He ain't even bringing a plate. Not even a plate to the luncheon. Then we have the King of Wands. Okay. And so Wands is movement. Wands is movement. Okay. And so there's going to be some energetic movement. Okay. Coming in. Here we are with the Knight. Oh, wait. We have the Page of Cups. Now, this Page of Cups with that little stinky fish, okay, that's coming in, and it's not good news. It's not good news. So, yeah, it's already out of balance. There's already betrayal and lies going on, okay, and deceit. And here we got something coming in fast, some fast action. And here we go with the Page of Cups with the stinky fish in the cup. I'd rather you just bring me an empty cup. No news is good news. Okay? And then we have the King of Swords in reverse. Okay? So we have missed opportunities, out of your debt, out of control. Okay? The whole situation. Then we go with the Four of Swords. Somebody need to lay down. Just lay down and get some rest. Lay down and get some rest. But it's in reverse. Says rejoining the world and coming out of isolation. That sounds to me like Putin. Putin was in isolation. So that wasn't the real Putin that showed up? Okay, now we have temperance, but we have it in reverse. Okay, so we have some impatience here. Okay, so down here, where I'm getting coming out of isolation and impatient, imbalance, okay, self-indulgence or whatever. Okay, maybe Putin, he'd been sending his body double Maybe he feels like he's going to have to come out here himself. You know how if you want things done right, you got to do it yourself. Uh, State of mind. But here, he's delusional too. So we got everybody's delusional. Trump's delusional. Okay. Putin's delusional. And they call themselves trying to make a deal with somebody who's not delusional. And that would be Zelensky. See, because Zelensky is not into this back and forth with Putin and Donnie and this betrayal and these lies and making these deals that you and being broke. He doesn't have that mindset. He's not in. These two have been deceitful their whole lives. Okay? Their whole lives they just planning on deceit, cheating, okay, and lying. To the point where they have now become delusional. See where that gets you? Then we have some news coming in. Some news coming in fast, okay? Now the news coming in, and it's coming in fast. It should be good news, but I don't know. Bad news can come in fast too, especially when you're delusional. And then we have the 8 of Cups, once again, in reverse, okay? So, we have some news coming in fast, okay? But we have stagnation, okay? So, there's a standstill. There's a standstill, okay? So, in other words, the meeting between Zelensky and Putin, if they do meet, it's not going anywhere. It's just gonna end. It's just gonna be stagnant. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, for now. Okay, I thought this was a pretty good read. I really enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed it just like as much as I enjoyed it, okay? Give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? You see I'm up and coming. Yes, honey, with my 145, 48, almost 150 subscribers. Oh, my God. Now, a lot of people say that's not a lot, but that's a lot to me. Okay, yes, and I really appreciate it, okay? Meanwhile, in the meantime and in between time, stay blessed, okay? Bye.